Day. It's literally the same with New Year's Day.
Look.
It's the same with Children's Day. Heck, it's the same with every holiday.
Look, it's different.
It is.
It's different in the it's actually
or is
very,
it just the fact that
it's actually very
people
different.
doing all of this?
It's actually
just
very different
icking you
because
off.
some of the things that they do on Valentine's Day, they can do any other day. Some of the things that they do on Christmas Day, on New Year's Day, you can't do any other day apart from those days. Because those days are very significant. Christmas, you can't do Christmas any other day. You can't do Salah any other day.
True. You can't do New Year's any
You
other
can't do
day.
New Year any other day.
Children's Day.
You cannot do it any other day because children they will hound you, they will kill you. I mean, their day has to be respected. You can't do it. You can't do Teachers' Day any other day.
True.
But you see, Valentine's Day, you can do it any day, anytime.
Okay.
It doesn't even
Okay. Hands up. You have a point.
You now go and now make cake expensive. You make chocolate expensive. You make a restaurant expensive.
That's the
you
part
have
that
nowhere.
pains me. The
you
part
have
that cake and ice cream and chocolates have to all go up.
Vendors
Why?
will
Why
not-
can't I just have it on
Vendors
that
will
day?
run out of products.
Oh, we don't have any brown chocolates anymore.
Do you
Why?
understand? Like why?
No red velvet. Why?
Why?
You're supposed to make extra now. And that's why the single people are bitter. End of story.
See, the irony of it is that single people are. Wait, I don't want to look for trouble.
Oh, no, look. It's, after all, it's not Confessions Thursday. Let's look for trouble. I'm here for it. I love drama.
Single
God.
people are always traumatized on Valentine's Day. They are depressed on. I mean, every other day, immediately after Valentine's Day, they are okay. They are good. They are.
Mr. Sheriff,
But sorry, so
that's a jab. Now, that's a direct jab.
I said
Do
from
I-
the beginning that
You
I
said
don't
look
want
for
to
trouble. I
look
thought
for
it was
trouble.
Lagos now. How?
I am not referring to you now.
Well, you said they look depressed. They look like they're going through a lot.
You-
Do I look like I'm going through a lot? Actually, I'm going through a lot. But do I look like it? Do I? That's not fair. Now, these are the issues. This is why single people have turned to preachers of violence instead of preachers of love. This is what people have turned into. But it's okay. Let's go on.
So it's so I mean, we have stigmatized being single to the extent that anybody and everybody they just want to be with somebody on Valentine's Day.
So sad.
They don't have to have anything with the person, but they just want
They just
to.
want to be there.
They just want to. They just want to feel appreciated on that day.
And get gifts.
You know, and look, if you can make somebody happy on that day,
Please do.
make them happy.
I saw this post where somebody raised the card. It's like, even if you guys are still dating and
Yeah.
not in a relationship, ask them to be your Valentine. And someone was passing, and then the next thing he said was, "Oh, will you be my Valentine?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." Why not? And I'm like, and then a guy took a picture. I was like, "Yeah, I'll ask that." Someone was like, "Oh, what if you're married? Do we still do that?" I was like, "You guys are still dating even in marriage. So what is it?" Of course, ask him if you have to.
Yeah.
And I think that Valentine's Day for singles, yes, it can be a bit traumatizing. But let's not forget that as a single person, that period is supposed to be for you. So if nobody will appreciate you, my dear, appreciate yourself. If you are going there to book seats, book a reservation like you are coming with somebody and only you sit on that table. Eat whatever you want to eat. Drink the ice cream. Do anything you want. Just have fun. Okay? Book the cinema. Shut it down. Only you. Go there. Don't worry. You'll be lonely. God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit is with you. You'll be fine. Okay? Love yourself, basically. That's all I'm trying to say. You can go extra mile. You can do it extra as extravaganza, as I've said, or you can just keep it simple. Buy yourself gifts, gift yourself flowers. I have a lot of friends that do that. Till they started gifting their flowers, and I was like, wow, you called it to yourself. That's nice.
I've heard what Kemi said. I know you've heard what, but look, it's not important. Leave vanity for
The
vanity.
pressure is too much.
Don't
It's
let
getting
anybody-
worse.
Don't let anybody put pressure on you. Valentine's Day should be seen as every other day.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not already in the habit of buying gifts for yourself, taking yourself out,
Oh.
don't let Valentine's remind you of such things. It's something that you just need to do.
It's something they should do to themselves every day now.
Yeah.
I mean, you're single. You did not kiss somebody's daddy. You're just single. That's all. Okay? And it's not a bad thing. It's a time to love yourself.
Oh yeah, let's go. We have talked so much about Valentine's Day. Tomorrow is still Valentine's, so yeah. It's not today. So we're not talking Valentine's Day today.
It's pre-Valentine.
We're just having that conversation.
So that the pressure can come down.
There's a whole lot of marketing around it, and I don't like it.
So Sherry, if you are really...
I really don't like it.
You're really brutal with this thing. No?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
So we're going to start now. It's Confessions Thursday, and you know the rules very well. We don't want to know your name if you've got a confession for us. We're not interested in your name. But if you must share, other personal information, including your name, then feel free. You can share it regardless. You can share it. Would welcome that if you don't have any problem with it. You can call us on 0201 465 7190. That is 0201 465 7190. Or send a message to 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. If you want to be anonymous on WhatsApp, please state it there, anonymous.
Yeah.
From the beginning, no. From the beginning, just state it there, anonymous. And then we'll read it and we'll go ahead with it. Now, if you've got the confession for us, please turn off your radio if you're calling us.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Oga Sharif.
Yes, please.
And I need the call from Alagbole.
Welcome.
I beg, I just want to inform you people. The station here, the other radio station, they interfere. So you not make us the year from here.
Hey, so sorry. When does what time of
your program since yesterday?
Oh, so sorry. What during what time does the signal disappear?
I noticed it yesterday when I came to Alagbole area.
Okay, around what time?
Alagbole.
Around what time?
I missed Uncle Jimmy program this morning.
Hey, sorry. Around what time?
It's still the same thing now.
Same thing at
Even
Alagbole.
now, I'm trying to listen to Confession Time. The other radio station is still interfering.
Do you know the radio station in particular?
No, I don't know the radio station. I'm just hearing the voice and it sounds interfering. I don't know the particular radio station.
All right. Thank you so much, Helen. Thank you.
Please help us do something.
Yes.
Please.
We've heard the complaint actually, and our guys have been everywhere. We've been to Ikorodu, we've been to Bega, we've been to Badagry, we've been to monitoring the signal and everything. So yeah, would add Alagbole to it. Hello. Oh, that call is gone. Sorry. Yeah, I thought I thought I had you already, but I didn't know that we've got something. Let's go and take confessions that we have.
This person says, "Good afternoon, Mr. Sheriff and Kemi. I'm finding it difficult to visit my home because I lost 5 of my immediate siblings in one fell swoop. When I embarked on the voyage of inquiry, it was abundantly revealed to me with substantially well-labeled evidences that it is my paternal immediate uncle who is responsible for the act. He has been confronted by the youth of the community and he openly admitted to it and confessed that he did it together with some of his cohorts. After a visit to one man who was based in Ogoja, who has direct mirrors which you can seamlessly capture the heinous activities carried out in clandestine by witches and wizards in the magical world. The man in Ogoja came back from India and introduced it. If you visit him, he would ask you to pick up any water within the compound and wash your face, and after which he will place a bottle on the table and ask you to focus your eyes on the bottle and start up by saying what brought you, and after some few minutes the bottle will start to expand to the shape of a television and looking like African magical television, and you will start to see what you've wanted to know as if you are seeing visions. I've been married for over 15 years ago, and yet after all tests in the hospitals, no conception of a child. I had to go there to find out, and it was revealed that he and his cohorts are responsible for it. After being confronted by the youth of the community, the last time he was banished from the community, his younger brother, who is a senior officer in the force, came and arrested all the community executive council, including the community chief, to provide evidence in the court of law that he is actually truly responsible. Nobody dared to talk to him in the community for fear of being arrested and dealt by his highly placed younger brother. Please, I need your advice. 2 words.
Can you summarize?
Basically, his uncle is the village person that is doing juju that killed all his siblings.
Allegedly.
And allegedly,
we don't have proof to that effect.
they said the proof, they saw it in a mirror-like looking bottle from a man that is Nogoja, who is also an Indian, and the bottle will now turn to television, and then you start seeing
watching.
Yes, you'll be watching it, and you'll be seeing what they're doing in the witch and wizard fraternity. Yeah. So he also has been married for 15 years. He's looking for a child, can't find one. He went back to that place, and they say that his uncle that is in the Dio of the Euro is at the bottom of the talk. So now all the community people now said, oh, wizard, they banished him, arrested the man. Then the man's younger brother happens to be highly placed in the police force, so that one came and arrested the people, the community chief, everybody that attacked his elder brother, took them to prison, and now nobody will talk to the man that is in charge of the juju power.
Why does he want to go back home? Did he say why he because
he just said he
the
has
way
not
he
been able to
he
go
said
home.
he's not been able to go home
Because he lost all his siblings, and he wanted to know why all of them were dying like that, because it was immediate. And then the well-labeled evidences came from the man in the mirror and whatnot. It was looking like African magic.
No, there's no evidence now.
The mirror, uncle.
You should show it now. Can
Is
you bring
the
it?
Baba? Yeah, they should bring it where?
Can he take the mirror to court?
Not right there.
So what I would say, my friend, is, I mean, if you're a spiritual person, you're protected by, whatever it is that you're spiritual towards. If you're a spiritual person. But if you have the belief that this man is responsible for the demise of your siblings, I would advise that you forget about going home in order to avoid exposing yourself to the same risk that your siblings faced. I'm sorry about your situation. It's heartbreaking, your situation, and I know that it must be troubling you so deeply, like every day, because it's not easy to lose one person, let alone four. I mean, that is, I mean, that's something that's on another level entirely. So I do understand where you are right now, even though I can't feel what you're feeling, but I do understand where you are right now. But what I would tell you is avoid going home for now. It's not because you're not a strong person, but it's the person that is alive that can
live to fight another day.
That can live to fight another day. You know what they say, yeah. So you just keep doing what you're doing. Be prayerful. Again, if you're a spiritual person, be prayerful. If you're not, try to be, because what happens in the underworld is not something that requires a physical struggle or a physical intervention. It's got to be spiritual. The intervention has to be spiritual. So if you are not spiritual, then you have to be spiritual. And stop going to these places. You're going to be looking for something. It's really not good. I'm going to show you something that you'll not be able to handle. Just pray to your God. Let the connection be between you and your God. Stop going around and looking for something. Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have another one? Well, of course,
Yes.
Okay, so let's take another one.
Okay, Anonymous. I'm just going to summarize. There's a lot more to say. I have a store around Lekki Axis where I sell gadgets and accessories. My rent annually is 2.5 million. NSAS happened and the whole complex was looted, including my store. Every single gadget, accessory, carted away, ran into debts. Few months after NSAS, that's the following year, I was able to start all over again. But things were never the same. Again, no sales, no traffic at the mall. I couldn't meet up with the rent any longer, so I had to take a bow and leave. Fast forward to 2024, I had a baby mama with one daughter. The baby is now 5 years old. So for the months of May, June, July, August, I was at my lowest. And I had no money to send her for the baby's upkeep. My baby mama sends me horrible, dehumanizing words, but I ignored her. Then comes September, and I had to go do labor work just to make sure I send the school fees, 200K. December, I received WhatsApp messages from my baby mama saying, "You're a useless man, you're incompetent, you're this, you're that. Why did you ask me to leave the pregnancy if you know you won't be able to do this, blah, blah, blah." And she said I shouldn't contact her again or her sister, that I'm not even the father of the baby, that we don't have any baby together, that I should stay away from them. I have warned you. That's her word. But I ignored her and never replied any of her messages. Then she blocked me. So I was supposed to send another school fees for the second time in 2025. I had even gone to borrow the money. But my friend says I should never send the money, that I should forget her and the baby until I consider a DNA, that if I should send the money, they will consider me a weak man and that they will still block me again. The school fees is still with me though for now. My baby mama is threatening me. My friends are threatening me. All my days in January has been sad up until now. Who should I let go to? My friends or my baby mama?
Summary.
Story. So what he's saying basically, he was okay, and answers happened. He stopped being okay.
Yeah.
He got somebody pregnant. They have a daughter together now. The baby is 5 years old. It's time to start school.
Yeah.
The first 3-4 months, he couldn't pay, and the baby mama took the baby aside and started insulting him. So she's been sending him derogatory messages and whatnot, and he's still trying and hustling to pay the school fees. Now it's time again to pay another set of school fees. But before he paid this, before this time, she had blocked him, insulted him, warned him never to contact her again, that he's not the father of the baby and whatnot, that basically baby doesn't belong to him, that she get out. And now she comes back again saying it's time for school fees. So, and then this man has gone to gather the money, he has borrowed it, and now he wants to send the money, and she has unblocked him for now. Now his friends are saying, "Don't send the money, are you stupid? Why will you send the money to her?" And she's saying, "Oh, you're just a weak, useless man, send the money, your baby." So she's threatening him. The friends are saying, "Don't send that money, you'll be considered as weak, as useless and whatnot." And he's like, so who do I listen to now? The woman that says that girl originally was my daughter, but out of anger probably said a lot of things, so he's not believing. And his friends are saying he should go for a DNA test. Till then, he shouldn't pay anything. So he doesn't know who to listen to.
Okay.
The voices in his head.
So I think that this is very okay, let me not say that. It's not as difficult as your friends and yourself you're making it to look like. And it's what I would advise is get the school, their name, their address, go to the school and pay your child's school fees directly into the school account. There's got to be an agreement between you and your baby mama as to upkeep and all of that. But for the school fees, you can always pay straight into the account of the school. It's time for a break.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this. It's 2025. The biggest conversations are happening on Hard Facts.
The mother of Rebolo was genuinely interested in local government funds who have protested to be cancelled.
Somebody is receiving 30,000 naira after serving the country for 5 years.
From the stories shaping Nigeria's future.
And to double my mood further, whenever people are clapping, he's praise singers when they ought to be telling him the truth.
I mean, he did not do any remarkable thing in your day, and you are celebrating corruption time.
To real-time feedback from you, the citizens.
There is propaganda. They can never make it work. I will not support that tax reform.
If NBS is turning out very fake data to us, because this data lacks empirical evidence.
We dig deep with the decision makers, hold the powerful accountable, and keep the conversation alive on social media. Join Mary Ann Okon every Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the most interesting news and current affairs show on radio.
I'm so sorry. I hate it when people make assertions from very skewed and biased places.
Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk.
Hey, this dollar wahala now wow. everything just dey expensive. Na true, but make we look am well, my brother. See, your shoe na from Italy, your shirt na from Turkey, your phone na from China, your car na from Japan. In fact, everything wey dey your body so na import dey import am. Abeg, how that one take consign dollar? If price of dollar go come down, e get many things wey we suppose do. Like wetin? Number one, we suppose dey export pass how we dey import. Number two, we suppose dey buy more made in Nigeria products. Number three, make we support local business. And number four, if you wan send dollar and other foreign currency enter Nigeria, make we dey use international money transfer agents. What you dey talk dey make sense o. Oh, country people, make we join hand reduce the pressure on our naira, grow our export market and increase forex inflow. Na our hand e dey o. This message na from Bankers Committee.
It's 2025. The biggest conversations are happening on Hard Facts.
If the mother of Rebolo was genuinely interested in local government funds, would have protested to be cancelled.
Somebody is receiving 30,000 naira after serving jail for 5 years.
From the stories shaping Nigeria's future.
And he don't put my mood for that. Whenever people are clapping, he praise singers when they ought to be telling him the truth.
I mean, he did not do any remarkable thing in your state, and you are celebrating corruption time.
To real-time feedback from you, the citizens.
There is propaganda. They can never make it work. I will not support that tax reform. If NBS is turning out very fake data to us, because this data lacks empirical evidence.
We dig deep with the decision makers, hold the powerful accountable, and keep the conversation alive on social media. Join Mary Ann Okon every Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the most interesting news and current affairs show on radio.
I'm so sorry. I hate it when people make assertions from very skewed and biased places.
Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It all starts with you.
You need information. We need your views.
Most of all, your officer and your official, they are very, very corrupt in that system.
Yeah, the deed has been done. As regards to disaster,
All the time we will come here and complain about insecurity. And this military are doing well today. We are not commending them.
You're part of Nigeria Info.
You're part of the conversation.
99.3.
Let's talk.
It all starts with you.
You need information. We need your views.
Most of all, your officer and your official, they are very, very corrupt in that system.
Yeah, the deed has been done. As regards to the disaster,
All the time we will come here and complain about insecurity. And this military are doing well today. We are not commending them.
You're part of Nigeria Info.
You're part of the conversation.
99.3.
Let's talk. When the news breaks.
When people need to be heard.
With interviews that matter.
Trust your number one talk station to have you covered.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's not just the news or information.
It is more than you ask for.
What we ask is when the government says this organization is meant to help us out, and the people working there are not helping us out. You have a situation where people say it's normal that if your husband doesn't beat you, then he doesn't love you.
Where madness seems to be normalized, you will become mad.
And more of the rush you just can't stop.
It's the station for more talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Lagos, what is happening right now? Well, let's find out. First, today is World Radio Day, celebrated every February 13th. This year's theme is Radio and Climate Change. The day underscores the crucial role of radio in shaping society and culture globally.
It was chosen to commemorate the founding of the United Nations Radio on February 13th, 1946. Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris says radio remains a trusted source of information and a lifeline for communities, especially during crisis. Meanwhile, the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu will host Southwest Governors today at Lagos House Ikeja. The meeting will focus on regional priorities, including agriculture, food security, and economic development. This follows a similar session in June 2024, where Sanwo-Olu was elected chairman of the forum. And away from that, the federal government is planning a 100 billion naira project to transition government offices from the national grid to solar energy. Speaking on Nigeria Info's Hard Facts, the head of the Rural Electrification Agency, Abba Aliyu, said the initiative, backed by President Bola Tinubu, is already factored into the proposed 2025 budget. He explained that the move aims to cut government expenses by reducing electricity costs. And finally, the Nigeria Police Force has dismissed reports alleging that 3,907 arms are missing from its armories, calling them misleading and inaccurate. Force Public Relations Officer Olumiyiwa Adejobi said the claims are based on an old 2019 report from the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation. He explained that the report likely reflects records before the tenure of the current Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Egbetokun. Lagos, that's the news update this hour. Thank you for your time. This is Confessions Thursday on the sunny side with Sheriff Quadri sitting in for Joyce. I am Yvonne Ohaifo. Thank you for your time.
Tick, says the clock. What we have to do today is worthy of note.
This is Sunny Side with Joyce, only on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
If news is your quest, or gist your request, well, somewhere over your rainbows.
Over your rainbow!
Is the sunny side.
They better know it!
With Joyce.
Let's talk.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
Welcome back to Confessions Thursday here on Nigeria Info 99.3. I'm Sheriff. Kemi's here. So far, we've treated 2 confessions. We'll come to the telephone lines to get your thoughts on the confessions that we've treated so far. One was what's that one? The jazz stuff. And the second one is okay, so I've not finished talking about the baby mama thingy. So what I see here is that a father who wants to be responsible, and I commend you for that. I really, really, really salute your sense of responsibility, which is good. Yes, she must have said a number of things. It's also possible that some of those things aren't true. But what I want you to do, what I would like for you to do, is to continue being responsible. Get to develop that habit of paying the school fees of your child directly to the school. She shouldn't have any problem with you doing that. If there's a problem with you doing that, then there's a problem with her story as regards the school fees and the rest of anything that may come up. Yes, your friends are right to some extent by asking you to, by telling you to ask for a DNA. You can do that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If she refuses, then you know that there is something sinister going on, but she shouldn't have a problem with that. You asking for a DNA. After all, she herself had said many times that you're not Kukuma, the father of the child. So whatever it is, remain responsible for now until you're able to do the DNA. Just find a way. Ask her for the this thing of the school and pay straight into the school account, and ensure that you keep up with the payment at every term. Yeah, that's what they use at every term. Make sure you do that. But there's really nothing to, apart from that, so I don't think there's any problem. The fact that she's your baby mama doesn't mean that you deserve to be treated like a trash. No, you don't deserve to be treated like a trash. You don't deserve for You don't deserve to, be humiliated at every situation because you have a child with somebody. You don't deserve all of that. You're still human. You're still responsible. You're still a father. And I really, really salute the fact that, you want to be in your child's life. She's your child as far as I am concerned, unless your friend, your friends, have contrary evidence to show that, you're not the father, right? So please have that at back. It's tough, I know, but have that at back of mind that the interest of the child is paramount right now. And
So
that interest is pay her school fees and be there for her.
You are on whose side now?
So
You're
I'm
on
not
the child's side.
if you notice very well, I am not on anybody's side.
Yeah, you're speaking about. I see that you're putting more like, the child this, the child that. But what of the DNA test? Don't you think you should do it?
So, like I said, he's concerned about the DNA test. Right now, it's not really important. What is important is that he continues to show up for his child by paying her
the child is in his
school fees. So this is what we have tried to amplify: the DNA, the child is mine, the child is not mine, and all of that. As a father, and you love a child, you don't have to birth a child before someone can be your child. Connection is really. I know there's this saying about blood is thicker than water. Yes, in some instances. In some other instances, blood is as poisonous as. In fact, water is better than blood.
Yeah, in some instances. Yeah.
So it shouldn't determine how we spread love. It shouldn't determine how we show love. It shouldn't determine how we appreciate somebody, whether the person is our blood or not our blood. Like I said, you can still do the DNA test if you've got it doesn't come across as someone who's got that financial muscle to go for a DNA test now. I think it's not cheap. So don't let that deter you from being a responsible father. That's what I'm trying to say.
Good. This person says, "Good afternoon."
Wait, so is that a confession?
Yes.
Wait.
Another long one.
Let's do. Let's take calls first.
Okay.
Let's take call first. We'll take confessions here on the telephone and contributions as well on the telephone.
Okay, so the telephone lines are 0201 277 0993 for men, 0201 277 0993, and you have 0201 465 7190 for females. 0201 465 7190. And if you want to send a WhatsApp message, it's 0809 597 5805. 0809 597 5805.
Righty, let's begin. Please turn off your radio, please. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Yes, please.
Anonymous.
Anonymous, okay. All right.
I want to say something.
Go ahead.
As if we don't know you. Chat, go on.
But he just said anonymous. Could have just.
Oh, God.
You cast yourself.
Go on.
Happy New Year.
You too.
So, let's say something this way. Let's say that's my younger brother or my elder brother in that position. God forbid. I'm not going to advise the guy to keep paying. If a woman keeps saying, after all, you are not the father of the child. From what you read, that means she's used to saying it to the guy. That guy is weak. I don't know how to say it more than that. He's weak. He's not capable of making drastic decisions. Let's say 20 years down the line, he discovers that what this woman has been saying is true. If he goes ahead to commit a crime, what happens? What he would have stopped from now, he keeps paying. See, that money you want to use and pay for that stuff, save it. Get that child. Go and do your DNA. Because I can't understand.
You know what? What I just we don't. You know that our mantra is we don't judge anybody.
We listen. We don't judge.
No, we are not judging.
But you
no,
have said that he's weak.
Is that not judgment?
Sorry. Okay, that's a judgment. Okay, sorry. You are not weak, man. Your money that you have,
something that you said.
what your friends are telling you, do it. Save that money. I don't know, even if your friends can get you money, go and do the DNA before you make any other decision on that child. Because if a woman keeps telling you that, and you are still thinking of still paying, man, I think something is involved. Just go for that DNA before you do any other thing.
Okay. Kemi, what are you saying?
We just said we listen, we don't judge. You are still adding extra. Why now? Lagos people.
The funny guy. Good afternoon to you.
Turn off your radio, please.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, please. My name is Bayo.
Welcome.
If it is me, I think the lady involved doesn't have the regard for the guy. That's number one. Number two, she has been saying that the guy is not the father of the lady. So why would not be spending money unnecessarily? Because no one can tell us. Maybe he himself not the father of the child. So she just focus on maybe if he wants to be part of the child's life, she go for DNA so that he will be sure. So no matter what is suffering, then we will know that okay, because I'm doing it for my own child, it's not because of the mother. And secondly, please, I want to make a request. How will I listen to your program again? Because there are a program you did, maybe is it you or Joyce, concerning about the tracking of budgets. And I tried to look for the app on Apple's Play Store. I didn't see it.
Okay.
And I think I sent you a message on Facebook, and you didn't reply.
I'm not a Facebook person. Number one. Number two, I have tons of messages to attend to, so it's possible that I'm still going to get to it, but certainly not on. If you have sent me on TikTok or Instagram, maybe I'll get to it eventually, but not on Facebook. I'm not a Facebook person. I don't have anything in Facebook. I'm not just a Facebook person. You know? but on the if you can track the day that thing or the week or the month that the conversation happened, that will be very easy for me to be able to help you with.
I think sometime last year.
Last year has 12 months.
I don't know. So how will I be able to look for it
so go to listen again. Go to listen. We have a page on our website. It's called Listen Again. Okay. So click on it, then look for the program, whether it's Sunny Side or Morning Crossfire, and look for that program. Then click on that program. Then scroll through all the programs there. The podcast is there, all the shows of that show. At least you will still get last year on. For the entire 52 weeks of last year, you will get it. So you can scroll and find it there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. 114. Let's see who is here. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Ahigbe on the line.
Welcome.
What is that the first person that make a statement about Indian television seeing the enemy that deprive him of their rights? That it's not the fact that the Bible is everywhere. And the Bible said, my people perish for lack of knowledge.
Okay.
And that's why we say now, at least they are going to primary school. Somebody who went to primary school should be able to pick a Bible and come and read.
Okay.
So the best thing to overcome that Indian power is to be in Christ, to be born again. There the light of God enter you that shines more than the daylight. So then that I Christ Jesus, no condemnation. How many times will the Bible repeat this? Then when you are now depending on the world, you belong to the world, and the world will do anything.
So what's your advice? What's your advice?
The person should first and foremost receive Jesus as their Lord and Savior.
He should repent.
That do not undergo ritual.
Okay, he should repent. He should repent. Okay, all right.
Yeah, Christ is the end.
All right, thank you so much. Message received. He should repent. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Mr.
Good afternoon. Yes, please.
And Auntie Kemi.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Sir, I have a appreciation this afternoon, sir. This is Chika calling, sir.
Oh, hi.
Chika?
Chika,
Yes,
the lady.
Yes, no, I'm the one.
Last week.
So, firstly, I
was
want to
sharing our number.
appreciate Nigerian Info. I want to appreciate you guys. You're really doing a great job.
Thank you.
God will bless you people in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Yeah. Then, secondly, I want to appreciate the caller. There's one of the Nigerian Info caller that called me. He reached out to me. Then he gave me 50,000 naira to register my children in school.
Yeah.
Nice. So I use the money to give to our landlady so that our pressure will go down because she has been pressuring me.
Okay.
Then, hello, ma.
We can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Then there's another caller that.
So wait. So you've used part of the house to pay rent now.
Yeah, he gave me 50,000. He called me. Then he transferred 15,000 to me. He asked me to use it to register the children in school. But the landlady has been on my neck, so I have to give the money to her. I pleaded with her to give me some little time to meet up with the other one.
Okay,
the other people too that gave me like 3,000, 2,000. The other callers too that gave me something like that, sir.
So the children are still at home. They've not gone to school, Loroko.
Yes, sir. Because of the pressure of the landlady. So
I understand. I mean, they can't be going to school without you having a house for them to return to. So I totally understand.
Okay.
Chika, because of time, let's do this once again. Because of time. Let's try and get those kids back to school. It's very, very important. We cannot play down on that school at all. I understand why you had to pay for the
house rent.
I mean, that's very important, to be honest. I mean, you can't be homeless now, so that's very important. How much is the rent left now? What's left of the rent now?
She told me that if I can be able to bring 6 months, that no problem. That she'll be able to bring it. That if I can see like 40 or 50 to give her again,
okay.
I'm free from her, sir.
Okay, all right.
Yes, sir.
So what we're going to do is please call out your phone number. No, not phone number. Call out your account number.
Okay, sir.
And your phone number. But let's start with the account number first, so that let's see if Lagos can balance the house rent for you.
Yeah.
And then what's the name of that gentleman or the person that sent you 50,000 there?
Oh, I forgot. I think Damilola, something like that.
Okay, let's leave it there. Most of them, they are too kind. They don't even want their names on the radio. So let's leave it at Damilola. Let's leave it there. So please, call out your account details. Lagos, Chika is here. Chika has been with us for a long time. We've tried to help Chika. We are very grateful to everybody who had sent Chika something. But then we need to balance the house rent of Chika and then get the children, 2 of them, in school. So we need about 120 to be able to do that, if possible. Please help us out. Help us out. You're helping all of us. Help us out, please, if you can. This week, I know I've asked so much of you. I have, in fact, but please, this week, please help us out. Chika, please call out your number.
Okay, the account number is 311 43 93 744.
Call it again, slowly, please.
311
yeah
43 93 744.
What bank?
Polaris Bank. What? The name is Chika Jennifer Osile.
Okay, Chika Jennifer. All right.
Yes, sir.
Polaris.
You said Polaris.
Polaris Bank, sir.
Okay.
Chika
Polaris.
Jennifer Osile.
Okay, how about if people want to call you up? Can they give you food items as well? Can people give you food items?
Yes, sir. I'll be very grateful, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Your phone number, please.
Your phone number.
Okay, sir. 081 694 22216.
Call it again.
081
yes
694 22216.
Okay.
Yes,
all
yeah,
right.
Sorry. Hello, sir. Can you hear me, Mr.
Yes, yes.
There is another caller here that called me. No, I mentioned something about adoption yesterday.
About what?
Last week, sir.
About what?
Last week.
Adoption. Okay, adoption. Okay.
Yeah, so there's a caller that called me. He's a regular caller, yeah. So he asked me to send my boy. He told me that he wants to take my boy, that she will put the boy inside the bus and let the boy come alone to Abuja. But I told him that I want to adopt a child, that is not the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I went to the park, I explained to the driver, they were like angry. That why would he do that? That is not how to adopt a child. So that was why I couldn't take him there, sir.
I'm glad that you made the decision not to do that, because that was the decision that led us here in the first place. It must not happen again, okay? Don't send your child to anybody, all right?
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Lagos,
Thank you, ma.
please help us, okay? Help us. Chika's story is quite, so... if you followed us like 3 weeks ago or so? 3 weeks ago, let's not go back to this story. We just need Chika to be able to stabilize. If you've got work for Chika as well, she would appreciate it. If you can, if you got an employment for her, that would be nice. Her phone number again, can you call her?
Okay, so Chika's phone number is, hold on. 0816, 942 2216. 0816 942 2216. Okay.
Righty. What do we do now? Should we still take feedback, or we should go and take another confession? What do we do?
Feedbacks. Okay. Maybe we should do feedback first.
Okay. All right. Let's do feedback.
Okay. So then this person says, "Good afternoon, Mr. Sheriff. Don't you think it's about time the government does something about the DNA test price? A common man shouldn't be paying for some sins, you know. Perhaps they should reduce the price
the common man
to nothing." He said, reduce the price to nothing.
The common man committed the sin.
Don't send the common man goes there.
So why should the government intervene when common men are committing the sin on top of another common man? So it's it's neither here nor there, really. Let's not put everything on the government. There are some things that we shouldn't be putting on government's shoulder. This is government that says you should go and have baby mama.
Okay. This said, Mr. Sheriff, I don't agree with you. No, let the guy do a DNA test, since the lady in question is also making it sound like it's not his kid. Me, a DNA test first and foremost. Do we have any court here punishing anyone for paternity fraud? I would like to know. Kemi, good afternoon. Sorry, I didn't greet in the beginning.
I was actually going to say
I was reading.
I was going to say that it's okay, it's fine. I mean, your opinion is valid. Your advice is valid. He mustn't take my advice, actually. So there's no. So I knew that he was really angry and upset. Like, I'm glad that he eventually said, good afternoon. I mean, that's why we're having this show. Actually, my opinion is not the final. It's not.
Everybody's just dropping their opinions, suggestions, and that's why it's confessions.
Exactly.
Like we share
exactly.
We don't judge.
We don't judge. Don't judge.
Okay, this person's talking about the app being down.
Okay.
We'll look into that. Hey, this person said we should be mindful of naming old or senior citizens who have outlived members of their family as witches and wizards.
We should, yes.
It's a big problem across the African continent, especially.
So the app is working. This is a program that's working. The app is pretty much working. All right.
So they said, especially among Black Africans, it has led to mob attacks or lynching of the elderly in villages and cities.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
In a world where words hold power, where only the sharpest minds survive, one stage will decide it all. On February 17th, 2025, the battle of intellects begins. The I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Tournament returns, where the best young debaters go head-to-head, armed with nothing but facts, logic, and the will to win. Who will stand their ground? Who will outthink, out-argue, and outshine the competition? IBTD Debates Competition Studio reopens February 17th at 4 p.m. Tune in, witness the debates, watch history unfold. I Beg to Differ is proudly supported by Obiwizi. Prize money sponsor, Tollywood College, Lagos. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
For 30 years, there's been a place where sweet dreams come true, where the air is filled with mouth-watering aroma of freshly baked goods, and where every bite tells a story. Welcome to Chocolat Royale, where every pastry is more than just a dessert. It's a tradition. From inception, we have produced a variety of sweet treats, breads, cakes, ice cream, donuts, muffins, cookies, and chocolate, to name a few. For 3 decades, Chocolat Royale has been the backdrop for countless celebrations, birthdays, anniversaries, and every little joy in between. As we reflect on our journey, we are filled with immense gratitude for loyal customers like you who have been an integral part of our story. Your trust, support, and continued patronage over the years means the world to us. Thank you for making Chocolat Royale a part of your lives. We can't wait to share the next 30 years, creating delicious memories with you.
It's 2025. The biggest conversations are happening on Hard Facts.
If one of them was genuinely interested in local government funds, would have protested to be cancelled.
Somebody is receiving 30,000 naira after serving the country for 5 years.
From the stories shaping Nigeria's future.
And he don't put my mood for that. Whenever people are clapping, he's praise singers when they ought to be telling him the truth.
And he did not do any remarkable thing in your state. And you are celebrating corruption time.
To real-time feedback from you, the citizens.
There is propaganda. They can never make it work. I will not support that tax reform. If NBS is turning out very fake data to us because this data lacks empirical evidence.
We dig deep with the decision makers, hold the powerful accountable, and keep the conversation alive on social media. Join Mary Ann Okon every Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the most interesting news and current affairs show on radio.
I'm so sorry. I hate it when people make assertions from very skewed and biased places.
Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk.
It is the season of love, ladies and gentlemen, and I have it under good authority to tell you that on Nigeria Info, one play is going to be shaking up your world. Don't miss out on your chance to win your share of 10 million naira. Yes, 10 with 6 zeros following it. Yeah, I did not stutter. You heard me properly. 10 million naira, all going down this Valentine's Day, the 14th of February 2025. Now, any ticket you purchase between now and the 14th of February 2025 automatically qualifies you for the Val Mega Jackpot. Now, to play, the parameters haven't changed. What are you waiting for? Pick up your phone, dial star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. That is star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. Or just go to the website at www.oneplay.ng. Oneplay.ng. Go to www.oneplay.ng. And of course, it will cost you 500 naira per ticket to play this game. You can play as many as 10 times. You can play as little as once. In a few seconds, however, your ticket will be in the draws. Now, the more tickets you purchase, the higher your chances of winning big. Now, Val Mega Jackpot. Whether you play via the website at www.oneplay.ng or you go by way of the USSD code, your chances of winning are pretty much the same. Now, remember to play responsibly and note that this game is only suitable for people who are above the age of 18. One Play is a registered trademark under Lasher Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. We are legit, so start playing and start winning.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
We're back, Lagos, Nigeria. Confessions Thursday, 1:30 is the time. You were on something, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Like a feedback.
Okay.
So this person says, it's a big problem across the African continent, especially among Black Africans. It's led to mob attacks or lynching of the elderly in villages and cities. It's utterly preposterous to think that such violent attacks against the elderly are usually on the grounds of allegations with no tangible proof. We all pray to live long, and it won't be a nice narrative if we are confronted in our old ages with such a vile attack.
So what how,
Biladin.
Kemi was reading this and the interruption came up and everything, and we continued that conversation off air until the mic
came back on.
So it's a very valid concern that you've raised, actually. But here is the thing. Guess what? The same way you have these concerns for the elderly is the same way we should have this same concern for children as well, because we've seen in some parts of this country where children are labeled witches and wizards, they were stoned, they were starved, or spirits and all of that. So it's our belief system that we need to be worried about. It's a belief system that we need to take a second look at, and not label people because things are happening around them, or because they are old, because they don't look as we would want them to look. I mean, if you're old, you're old. I shouldn't be expecting you to look like a young person when you're old. Old age comes through with so many physical changes. So we can't wish that away. No, we cannot. So I agree with you, but it's not about the old people alone. Even children. Yeah, it happens to children as well.
Okay, so this person is talking about an interference too. Okay. But we have Okay, let me just take this one. This person says, the majority of us in Nigeria find it difficult to separate physical issues from spiritual issues, even when it's obvious that such problems could be physical or even self-induced. When a lady clocks 30 and she's not married, she starts pointing accusing fingers at the old people in her village. Whenever an accident happens and casualties are recorded, people hardly even have time to investigate the nature of the vehicles involved, whether they were in a good condition or not, whether the attitude or actions or inactions of the drivers might have caused it. You would be surprised to hear statements like, I took up this road, they drink blood, well. Some problems could be spiritual, but let's not make it seem as if all problems are spiritual and need divine intervention.
Okay. That's this should be based on
the mirror and the
mirror confession. Yeah. Okay, all right. So wait, is that a confession really?
No. The mirror guy.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think it's a complaint.
Yeah, it's more like a life issue.
That's what this person is saying.
Oh, but there's somebody there. Okay.
Another person said,
right.
I think Confession Thursday should be focused on pure confessions. Relationship problems and life problems should be given another program. Because we cannot solve relationship problems with only one party account. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so the other one too is also a relationship problem, actually. Really not a confession.
We have another one here.
Okay, wait. Let's go to the telephone. Let's take a few calls, and we'll come back to WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon.
Yeah. I think that man that deceived that woman to come to Lagos with the children. The detail of that man should be known, so that maybe a kind of a friendly fellowship or just a visit.
You want to know who the man is?
Doing it to this woman, he may also do it to another person. But I don't see how someone will so wicked that because of maybe you want to sleep with a woman and you put the woman, in fact, you just turn the woman's life upside down.
Okay. All right. I hear you. But I won't blame the man completely. The man has his blame, obviously, for real. But then again, we don't really judge. It's happened. Let's get help for her.
Yeah, like way forward.
Let's get help for her, really. Now let's take that one.
Okay. This person says, good afternoon, Mr. Sheriff and Miss Kemi. I'm seeking your advice on a sensitive matter. I've been in a relationship with a lady who recently did something that bothered me. When I addressed the issue with her, instead of apologizing or showing remorse, she became defensive and tried to shift the blame onto me. This isn't the first time she's done something like this and refused to take responsibility. As a result, I've decided to end the relationship this weekend. However, things have become complicated because she recently gave me a Valentine's gift. Yeah. I'm torn about what to do with it, as I don't feel right keeping it, even given my decision to end the relationship. Now, my friends have told me that my reasons for breaking up with her aren't significant enough, but as a sensitive person, I feel strongly about the importance of accountability and respect in a relationship. I'd appreciate your input, whether my reasons for ending the relationship are valid. Additionally, I'd like your advice on how to handle the Valentine gift. Should I return it, or is there a more diplomatic way to handle the situation? Is the sheriff?
So I don't even know what to tell you, because I don't know what the problem is. You didn't share anything.
You didn't particularly say what it is, or you just basically said.
I'm not going to waste time saying anything, because
somebody bothered you.
You didn't
she
say
did
anything.
something. She didn't say sorry. She shifted it to you, onto you.
You didn't say anything.
You didn't really say what it is that she did.
So how do we
really judge or really contribute
the severity of what she did? I mean, it could be something very simple. It could be something very complicated. It could be something very serious, but we don't know.
Because you are just, all you are giving us now is you're sensitive.
Your side.
Your friends are saying, your friends are even saying, you are saying your friends are even saying they shouldn't break up.
Let's take another one. Let's take another one.
Oh, okay, this is a contribution. They said it's laughable how they still allegedly banish people from their villages when in Nigerian constitution states that anyone has the right to live in any community and state of the federal. It's also funny too, while he's obviously educated, judging from what he wrote and believing the bottle expanding and all that. He wants a child. There's option of surrogacy, IVF, sperm donor, adoption. He can go for one and stop terming his conception process as someone bewitching him. Witches and wizards and village people are really tired of folks accusing them falsely. Good afternoon, Mr. Sheriff.
Are you part of them?
I wanted to say something there. The way we are dragging these people by the wig, if they actually come for you, call. They're on their own. You just carry something, just give them. First it was the devil, now we change it. It's now village people, witches and wizards. I don't know they're responsible for some things, but sometimes you have to check yourself too.
Yeah. So here's another thing. Village people are now in Lagos, so.
They be located on the island now.
So what are we?
They're everywhere. Everywhere you go. Okay. This one is not a confession, but anyways, says I have a confession and I need your advice. I decided to run for the position of SRC in my school, but I'm still a member of the electoral committee of the constituency I wanted to represent. I declared my intention to run for this post on our hall's group chats. The SRC is student union level, while the electoral committee I'm on is just for the hall. That's the hostel elections. There have been contentions by the current hall governor that is a conflict of interest. I have not seen where the constitution that states this is. Regardless, he's made it an issue on the general group chat. What's up, Wala? I asked him to please explain why it's a conflict of interest, but he did not reply to that. Instead, he has invited me for a meeting with the hall stakeholders tomorrow evening. Please, I need your advice on how to address this as respectfully as possible without losing the opportunity to contest for the post that I want, while at the same time getting the stakeholders to agree with me and support me. I look forward to your advice.
Please don't look forward to it. Kemi, let's have a ground rule. We're not settling quarrel. We're not settling relationship. We're not...
I'm not settling WhatsApp group chat fight.
We're not settling anything. What we want to focus on is confessions, and that's it. Final. Please think about what you want to send first, whether it's a confession or not. We're not... the program is not designed...
The program is not bring your problems, Mishaso.
Yeah, we are not problem solvers. It's a confession show, and it shall remain that way. So from now going forward, we have about an hour left. From now going forward, if it's not a confession, we are not taking it. Only confession, and that is it. That is the only thing we will attend to. 0201 465 7190. That's the studio line. That's 0201 465 7190. WhatsApp is 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. That's 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. If you want to advise somebody, sorry, Kenny. Okay. If you want to advise somebody on their confessions, don't judge them. Just give your advice as clearly as possible, and let's move on from there.
Okay, so a lot of people have been asking for Chika's details on WhatsApp. So if you're listening, please let me just give it out. Our phone number is 0816 942 2216. 0816 942 2216. Our account details are Polaris Bank, Chika Jennifer Ofile, 311 43 93 744, 311 43 93 744. Thank you.
Thank you too. And I hope that we're able to resolve this. After this Chika's own, we're not taking anything. In fact, I'm not even going to be here from next week. So Joyce will be back on the show from next week. Everybody can rest then. I want to let's take this break very quickly. Yeah, would play this Pentatonics song, and then we'll be right back. Stay here with us, please.
All right, here we go. We're going. This is happening.
Oh yeah, Campbell, come back. Like, here's one thing you need to know about yourself. So like here we did talk.
Yep, bullseye. That's the one. You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info's The Sunny Side. The Sunny Side. Welcome. My name's Joyce.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on The Sunny Side.
And we're back on Confessions here on Nigeria Info 99.3. It's 1:45 from our studios here, and we're still here hoping to get proper confessions to be able to, put it on the table and have Lagos talk about it. That would go a long way in addressing. But we don't want to be settling quarrel or giving you ideas on how to strategize about political position or talking about village people. That's not entirely why we're here. We just want to treat confessions, and that would be nice to do. Good afternoon to you, and you don't have to mention your name. Good afternoon. Are you here? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Please turn off your radio.
Turn the radio off and call us back, okay? Just turn it off and call us back. That call has dropped too. Let's see if we can get another call in. But while we wait for that, by the way, it's almost as though we are confusing confessions with my problem, my personal problem. Boromiro. That's not what we do. No, especially here. Maybe this is a pointer to the fact that we need such content.
They turned Joyce to a shrink already, and that's why she ran. She's tired.
Okay.
She came here for confessions, but no. People just carry a bag of everything, just do it. I mean, you are very lucky. The messages we get when Joyce is seated, it's like they specially kept it for her. So once they hear said Joyce, oh yeah, send it. And everybody just comes. You are seeing relationship, you are seeing issues on sex, you are seeing issues on. It's like, I don't understand.
I don't want to know if
you have to start
I listen, and at some point I will tell Joyce that, look, are you a masturbation coach or something? Because at some point it was all about, I'm addicted to this, I'm addicted to
I don't understand. You're supposed to hold your hand from doing it or what?
Look, those things are not, that's not a confession. It's not a confession. There's no need to disguise it. You're addicted to something is not a confession. You have an addiction. That is what you have. So go to the hospital, go and talk to a professional, go and talk to an expert. Everybody knows what a confession is. And we've had good confessions here on Confessions Thursday before, so it shouldn't be a problem. So as it is right now, I think we have an issue with the telephone lines. The calls are coming through, but it's dropping. Yeah, it's dropping. The moment we pick, it drops. So perhaps there's an issue with the calls right now.
Yeah.
But if you're finding it difficult to get through, you can send a message to the WhatsApp number 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. So we're gonna rest calls. I'm not gonna take the calls anymore. I'll rest it for like 5-10 minutes if we can, before we now come back to it to come take it. But if you still want to share any confession, right? Come on. WhatsApp number is there for you to
drop it.
To drop it there on WhatsApp. And if you like to call in, you're in the diaspora, you've got a confession to share, our Skype. Yeah. Skype ID is Nigeria Info FM on Skype. That's Nigeria Info FM on Skype. You can always share your confessions with us. Do we have anything?
Says I want to be anonymous, of course. In the year 2020, prior to that year, I've been filtering with married women, with a married, I think he means flirting with a married woman in Lekki on WhatsApp. The relationship started when she came to my office to sell materials for me on the island. We started communicating often on WhatsApp, and that led to our being very close. This happened on the eve of Ileya in July 2020 on her way to her father-in-law's house around Ketu. She came to my office, and that was how we went to an hotel. Nice. After the incident...
You say nice. It can be said nice.
After the incident, she wanted more, and I had to run for my life because she's a married woman. Since then, my conscience has been bothering me, and I don't know, maybe I should tell my wife, you're married, or keep it to myself. I know it's almost 5 years now. What should I do? Keep short.
Yeah, that's it. Kemi has answered you. That's it. These things still happen. These things still happen regularly. I don't know what you're missing in your relationship, but you let it happen, and you're beating yourself up over that. There's no need to. Let that thing be with you till your grave, right? Okay. You don't. What do you want to achieve by telling your wife about it? I mean, what? What do you want to achieve? What? That she'll forgive you? That things will go back to normal? Things can never be normal. You've crossed that line. You've crossed it. So keep it to yourself, and then move on ahead. Just keep it to yourself.
Bury it there.
Just,
don't ever talk about
no
it again. Delete the memory from your head if you can.
Yeah. I hope you've blocked her.
Yeah, now next week. I said that one thing, and now she's back again on WhatsApp.
I hope you've blocked her.
Delete her number. Only block. Delete it. Because you can block and unblock, but delete, clear, vanish the number.
All right, that makes sense. But here's the thing. She can still call with,
with another number.
Yeah.
Then we book her. On that front.
What will that do?
Tell her that I'm not doing again. I'm faithful at this point.
Good afternoon to you.
You should go one more time.
You should go one more time. You are not a good
one more
person.
time.
Can you see the gender?
You are not a good person. You are not good.
Wow, that's what he called to say?
Please don't listen to him. He doesn't know what you're going through. I have an idea of what you're going through. Guilt trip. That's what it's called.
Okay.
That's what the idea is called. It's guilt trip. You can guilt trip yourself to any length. It won't change anything. Telling her will not stop the guilt trip. It probably most likely complicate the entire thing for you.
Or if you want to do confessions, you have confessed here. If you now want to go and confess to father, you can still go ahead. At least you've told somebody, your body will calm down. But when you tell your wife,
there's no need to say anything.
No. This person says, I need to tell you that lady who says she can't go to her village or due to something, it's a man actually, not a lady. Please tell him that if he believed in that bottle thing, then he will believe anything. That person using that bottle stuff is a scam and has been proven. If that is his evidence that the uncle of his is linked to all his unfortunate incidences, then I'm really sorry he has been scammed. I'm from Buki, LGA in Cross River State, and that man from India with his bottle magic has been proven to be a fake. Please go and pray to your own God and believe, then take care of yourself. You can achieve anything. Nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to rest that. We have said that we're not talking spiritual matters or family problems or all of those things. We're not taking those things on confessions anymore. Let's see who is here. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Okay, this person, I think they're just maybe they put their phone in their pocket. Good afternoon to you. Hello. We can't hear you. I'm really sorry. I can't hear anything. Yeah, the phone dropped eventually. We can't hear you.
This person says, well done for all you do. I want to suggest that we do not call Chika's phone number on air. Whoever has a job for her should contact her through your office because of bad people who might be posting as job givers but are not. That's true. Thank you, Marilyn. This person says, what genre of music is that? It's a cappella, dear. You never heard of it? I don't understand what that is. This person said, sorry, anonymous. He said, He said, Mr. Sheriff, you see waiting Joyce they do, Abi. Don't tell me that you are tired already, Mr. Sheriff. People's problems are too much and everybody needs solution. You never say anything, Mr. Sheriff. Are they listening to you?
More talk, news, and sports after this.
In a world where words hold power.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.